Well, hey everyone, I am Kory. Yes, I'm the face here to Everyday Kory, so I want to welcome you. And before I start, I want to invite you to be a part of both the communities I'm building here on YouTube. If you're looking for sermons, worship, and some ways to grow deeper in your faith, I'd love for you to subscribe to my ministry channel at Kory Chesser. That's where you can find it. That's where I share my sermons. Uh, you'll share in worship services, teachings, and moments from ministry designed to help us connect with Jesus and grow together. But here, this channel, Kory Everyday, I want to make it a little different. You might have already caught some of the things that I'm doing, but this is a place where I want to invite you into the everyday moments, the conversations, the lessons God's maybe even teaching me, the things happening in life, family, ministry, and everything in between. But because I believe God isn't only moving on Sunday mornings, He's moving in our kitchens, and He's moving in our cars, He's moving in our workplaces, He's moving in our homes, and He's often moving in the quiet moments we sometimes overlook. So if you want to walk through everyday life with family and faith and me, I'd love for you to subscribe here as well. I'm glad you're here, and I'm excited to see what and where God leads us. You know, I've always believed that some of the most meaningful moments in life are the ones we almost miss. Again, those conversations at the kitchen table, a walk outside when you need it to clear your head, a quiet moment before the day gets busy, a laugh with family, because we all know what happens when we laugh with family, even a conversation with our friends. Those moments might seem ordinary, but I've learned something over the years. Yeah, I have. God often does some of His deepest work in the ordinary moments of life. And see, that's really why I started this channel. Not because I have life figured out, not because I have all the answers. Actually, if we're quite honest, that's probably quite the opposite. I started this because I'm still learning what it means to follow Jesus every day. I'm still growing. I'm even still asking questions. I'm trying to notice where God is moving in the middle of normal life. And honestly, I want a place where I could share that journey. A lot of what I see online today happens really fast. Yeah, we see all these quick little shorts, these reels, these little videos, quick thoughts, quick little blips, or what I'm learning our kids talk about, the little scrolls that we go through in those quick moments. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes a simple message at the right moment can make a huge difference. But I wanted something a little different. I wanted a place where I could slow down, where I could have conversation, yes, where I could talk about faith, family, maybe struggles, victories, and everything that happens in the in-betweens. Because life doesn't happen in perfect moments. Real life happens in the middle. It happens when the schedule gets crazy. It happens when things don't go according to the plan. It happens when we celebrate something amazing. And it even happens when we're walking through something difficult. But here's what I believe. God is present in it all. So the reason why I call this channel Kory Everyday is simply this, is because I believe God meets us in everyday life. Again, not just on those Sunday mornings, not just in the big spiritual moments, but again, in those conversations, challenges, responsibilities, and little blessings that make up the days in our days. And I want to share what I think it looks like. Sometimes it might be a thought from the scriptures. Sometimes it might be something God is teaching me. Sometimes it might just be a simple conversation I'm walking with, drinking coffee, walking around the house, or reflecting on life. Or maybe some of these weird little shorts, little videos that I blurb up on the short side. Yeah, I like to be fun. But see, if I'm honest with you, starting something like this, even though I pastor and I've been in front of camera, I've been in front of ministry, I've been in front of people, it still is a little uncomfortable. There's always that question. Honestly, is anyone going to watch this? Or even this one, does anyone really care? Or is this worth sharing? And see, one thing I've learned through ministry is that people don't need perfect. They don't need the perfect, but need real. Real people, real honesty. People need someone willing to say, here's why I'm here. Here's what God is teaching me. And here's what I'm walking through. Because none of us have it all together. We're all on a journey together. We're all on our own journey. We're all on a journey somewhere. So what can you expect from Kory every day? Maybe you'll get a piece of everyday life. You'll get a conversation about faith and how Jesus meets us where we are. You get stories from ministry, family, and the moments that shape us. I hope you'll get encouragement. Maybe you'll even get questions. And hopefully you'll get reminders that God is closer than we sometimes realize. My goal isn't to create a place where everything looks perfect. My goal is to create a place where people feel connected, where people can be encouraged, where people can remember that they are not walking through life alone. Yeah, because I believe every story matters. Your story matters, my story matters, and more importantly, God is still writing our stories. You heard me say that God is still writing our stories. So again, I want to invite you to be a part of this. I love to hear from you. Where have you seen God show up in your everyday life? What is something he has been teaching you lately? I want you to share it in the comments because I don't want this just to be me talking to a camera. I want it to be a conversation or even a community or even a place where we can encourage one another. Maybe I'm just going to say this. Thanks for being here. And before you go, if you haven't already been, I'd love for you to subscribe to @Kory Every Day and also check out my ministry channel and subscribe there @Kory Chesser. Again, the ministry channel is where we worship, learn, and grow together. Kory Every Day is where we slow down and look for God in our ordinary moments of life. Different spaces, but the same mission. Helping people connect with Jesus. Again, my hope is this channel becomes a place where faith and everyday life come together. Again, a place where ordinary moments point us toward an extraordinary God. So maybe grab your cup of coffee, take a walk with me, or just spend a few moments here. I'm glad you're here. Let's see where God leads us. I'll see you on the next one.